What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So let me just put this out here. Y'all almost didn't get this episode, okay? This review at the time that you're getting it because it decided to want to snow today. After the sun was out all day, it wanted to snow again, and so it was messing up the TV. But I fixed it, so I got it. So we on schedule, bitch. We on schedule, and baby, this looks like it's gonna be a good episode. I ain't been excited about season 13 ever. Okay, ever. I've never been excited about it up until now because this is all what it's come down to. We finally get down to, stripper gate, and this is at the beginning. We should have known that this was going to be somewhat of a fun episode when it started off, with Kenya as Sharon Stone's character in Basic Instinct doing that whole skit or whatever, talking about what's a free code and all this stuff, and asking has she ever had free code activities, which she probably have back in her day. Everybody probably have. No, and it ain't no shade, okay? But it was funny. I enjoyed it. But then we get into what happened in the episode. We pick up the way we left off last week, where all the women's coming back. They getting ready, getting prepared for the night, okay? Of course, Candy wants to make it just like the dungeon situation that she does or whatever. So she's going to be the mistress. So she's like this dominatrix type of character. It's going to be submissive people, dominant people, and all this stuff. Like, bitch, let me just tell you something. It was cute. I liked it. I really liked it. Y'all know I liked it. If you know me, you know I like freak nasty shit like this. But anyway, I just love when women be free, okay? Be free to explore their sexual side with no judgment, and they just have fun, okay? And these ladies were having fun, and they was letting go and loosening up. We got Candy and Portia up there kikiing with each other, whatever, while Cynthia being a little deadhead, imagine she don't know what's about to happen. She up in the goddamn bathroom on the phone with Mike. Hey, babe. Oh my God, I missed your face so much. Can't wait to come back and see you. I'm sitting here like, Cynthia, click that shit out. Click that shit out, because you got some other stuff that's been being stored, okay? Girl, they getting ready and everything. Then everybody come downstairs. Let me just tell you this. I was living for Kenya. Bitch. I know y'all probably didn't think y'all ever see me say that, but the bitch ain't really been she hasn't really been annoying me this season, okay? She had her moments here and there, but not too much, okay? That I'd be like, girl, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. No, bitch. Kenya in that red, okay? Girl, I don't care if them ass was injected or not, which, it got dimples in the bitch. It looked like it's real to me, so I'm a hold her true to her words, bitch. Everybody had their ass out, okay? Everybody come out there. Everybody outfit looked good. And of course, Portia had on basically nothing. Mind you, these are the outfits that Candy picked out for everybody, right? Now, Drew's outfit. Girl, I don't know about the prints, okay? Maybe take that little print shit off or whatever. Then I could have probably worked with it. I ain't like that little mesh print shit, green shit. It just threw it off for me, but whatever. So they get up there, they doing stuff, but they got to do, getting their little drinks or whatever. And then Cynthia comes downstairs. They lined up, y'all. They lined up, okay? And they in characters. Latoya already feeling the Latoya ready to fuck somebody, okay? She'll get down with the get down at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So she ready to fuck somebody already. She already done asked who face can she sit on. That's what she asked later on, okay? I said, bitch, truth be told, I mean, with all the ass and the puss that's hanging out right here, I would not mind if they were to all of a sudden just say, hey, let's have an orgy amongst us girls. I would have been like, I watch, okay, I watch, let me see. But anyway, it was real cute when Cynthia came down, and she was a little scared because Candy had the whip, all right, and she was like, I'm your mistress, Angel. They was giving out their little code names that they had when they first came in or whatever, Peach Juice, Vaginasty, Dynasty, and all that shit, whatever their names were. That's what they was giving out and whatever. And You know, Candy was the mistress for the night. She was taking hold. Baby, Kenya ass was rolling all up on that goddamn look, what was it? The little seat or whatever, baby. She was legs wide. She was giving you sexy. Everybody was giving sexy, but Kenya said, "Bitch, this my moment." I said, "Girl, take it." Take it. And then what's that Drew that's gonna say something? If you was doing all this, your man probably would have been with you. Now see, at this moment in time, I'm here for shade, but girl, if you would have been doing what you was doing, maybe your man wouldn't have been going to Tampa for 3 days and not leave and not telling you what he was doing, because he probably had another bitch doing that to him. I'm just saying, okay? You know, sometimes you just gotta call it out. Sometimes you just gotta call it out, and let's stop hating, okay? Kenya was giving it all. I don't give a fuck when nobody say I was here for her, because my eyes literally focused on her. I was like, girl, you know, legs just in the air and all this stuff. You know, I said they put Candy Song's leg to the moons up on that bitch, okay? You know, Cynthia was a little confused and all this stuff. They was like, bitch, stop acting like a goddamn auntie. You know, the girls introducing their names all sexily and everything. It was real cute. They told Cynthia to get your ass up there and get dressed in this, okay? So Marlo got a nice body too. I said, all right, everybody got ass. Everybody got ass, and if you know me, what do I love? I love the ass. There you go. So Cynthia go up there, they trying to get dressed or whatever, and then you know, the girls over there with Candy got these vibrating panties or whatever, and so she says, tell Shamia, get these to Cynthia, tell her to put these on, or I should say 50 Cent. That's her name for the night. So, you know, she go up there and she was like, Mistress said you got to put these into the slot of the pants, the little coochie cutters that you got on right about now. And so instead of letting Cynthia do it, Shamia all up in her stuff. I said, wait a minute, so this is what we're doing? Okay, well, continue. You know, you ain't gonna get no protest out of me. And so at this point, because the whole premise of the night, you know, what they set the episode up was trying to see what's gonna happen and who fucked who at the end of the night. Okay, that's what it was. That's how they set it up. But yeah, Cynthia finally come down. Portia was like, now see, I knew Cynthia had a donk on her, and she about to let that thing out, and I knew it was gonna make an appearance, and that's what it is. Everybody's thing was thinking. Okay, that's what it was, you know. And so, you know, everybody was just all having a good time. Candy said, it's something outside. They go outside and they see Bolo. Okay, here goes Marlo. Look at Bolo. He out there with his little fake Chanel on. Bitch, I knew she would have been the one that said it. I knew she would have been the one that said it. Okay, with his little fake Chanel on, but he doing it. They amazed by you know, his figure and his third leg or whatever. And I was like, okay. So they doing all of that, and you know, of course, Portia had to put out there, listen, I've been following Bolo, so it was really good to finally see him in person and see the shit in person. I said, I bet you have. I bet you have. And truth be told, if any one of the girls that ain't married or linked up with somebody fucked him, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care. You know, it is what it is. Bitch, if Kenya would have fucked him, she probably would have did him some good. I mean, did her some good too. But I wouldn't have judged. I wouldn't have judged. So, you know, Candy had already said she got like 4,000 ones for the peoples or whatever. So they get up in there, Bolo doing his thing and all that. Everybody fascinated. Girl, I was just sitting here, maybe because I'm a little gay. I was just sitting here like, okay. You know, some of y'all girls out there, some of my ladies, probably some of my men that watch me too, y'all was probably sitting there like, yes, Bolo, take it out. I was sitting here like, girl, let me see some more ass, okay? I want to see they ass. That's what I see here like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so we get that going on. Everybody's having fun. Cynthia throwing down the money and everything. Gave him like $3. Now, Kenya said, now come on, Cynthia. Now, I know it's some $3 hoes up in here, but damn, you could have gave him a little bit more. Bitch, I laughed at that shit, okay? I don't know why, but it made me chuckle. I said, and so at this point, Cynthia said she a little frugal with her money. I said, you a frugal? You frugal? Girl, this ain't the time to be frugal. That man trying to make his money, okay? Give him that money and shout. She said she made it drizzle a little bit. So at this point, everybody having a good time. You know, they all slobbering over goddamn Bolo and his third leg and everything. You know, that was Kenya man, okay? That was Kenya man that she did not want to fuck. She just wanted to look at, okay? Because she was just enamored, all right? But then it was Portia that took took it up a notch. Just said, bitch, I'm finna take him, okay? I'm about to take him. We gonna share him at this point. Portia went over there dancing on him, putting her ass cheeks all on him, talking about something, I'm 21 and all this stuff. It was cute. It was whatever. Of course, you know, people had said, get your hands off my man. That was cute. That was cute. It was funny. Everything is just like being real fun. I love it when the girls get together and they are able to have a good time. Okay? Even when they have drama, whether it's before or after, in the midst of that, they able to have a good time. That makes for a good episode, makes me happy. So then, you know, Bolo, he done doing what he doing or whatever. He go away. They up there just doing what they doing, having Cynthia, Candy then took Cynthia over there to the side, show her this little sex swing or whatever. She was like, this is what you gonna do. You gonna do some of these positions on Mike or whatever, put her in a little swing and everything. Mind you, at this point, you know, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. The girls are drunk as shit, okay? The girls really are loose, all right? You got Tanya in the background getting the liquor. Okay, you got Kenya in the floor in front of Cynthia just doing all types of positions and doing helicopters on the floor and all that shit. And I'm just watching like this. Okay, I see you. You know, Kenya, you probably got some tricks, okay? And, you know, maybe Mark wasn't up to speed for you. That's probably what it is, okay? Maybe that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? Because, Kenya, after you doing all that, please don't tell me you was bored in the bedroom because you look like you got some little stuff there. You look like you can do some things, okay? You know, everybody's inhibition is just all running wild and free. You know, you got Toya and Portia over there all hugged up on each other, whatever, and Toya grabbing all over her ass and everything. I said, yeah, go ahead and do what y'all gonna do. I can see it. So everybody fake lesbians tonight, okay? That's what is giving me the vibe, you know? And so at this point, they want Bolo to come back out. Bolo. Kenya was like, give me Bolo. Bolo. Portia was like, you want Bolo, girl? I go get Bolo. She go up in there, so the girls want you to come back out. He was like, is they still filming? I was like, I don't know, but you know, when you ready, could you come back out? He was like, all right, cool, I'll be out there. So girls, Bolo said that he'll come back out or whatever. They was like, okay, get ready. First of all, they had to get the camera crew out of there so that they can get down and dirty, you know, give us the real shit. Not this PG-13 stuff, but R-rated X, you know. And so the camera crew is going, and they was like, it's cameras throughout the whole house. So they go find the cameras, and they go put the cameras up and, you know, hiding them and all that stuff, putting stuff over and all that shit. Next thing you know, we see inside the house is in black and white. Mind you, they doing this Basic Instinct type of thing because they did a little confessional instinct with Basic Instinct style with Cynthia asking about what she saw with Bolo and all this stuff. Did he do anything? And woo. And so, you know, the cameras are down, but from what we see from the production side of things and what we hear, they still mic'd up to a certain extent. We see the girls, somebody is on the couch or whatever, they legs spread or whatever, they waiting for whatever to happen. And then we hear them talking about, we hear Portia say, Toya, come down and fuck me. Okay, they was like, and then Shamil was like, oh, so you a whole ass bisexual tonight, huh? She was like, well, tonight I am. And then she said, somebody, I'm getting ate tonight. Somebody gonna eat me tonight. I said, goddamn Portia, bitch. Okay, don't be in the comments saying that the bitch is a hoe. Okay, because that's not what it is. She ain't attached to nobody at this point. That's the only excuse I'm give. That's the only excuse I'm give because bitch, it's a girls' goddamn weekend and it's bitches and girls gone wild. That's all that y'all know I'm here for this shit. If it was anybody else, I would have been defending them too. Okay, I would have been defending them too. Like, go ahead and do what you gotta do, all right? It just give me a still shot of it, okay? Like, have fun, have at it, you know, let your hair down. And that's exactly what they doing. I said, oh, that's what we doing? Okay, Girl, so they come back and it's Drew's turn to be in the confessional and they was like, where did you sleep? What time did you go to sleep? And where did Bolo sleep and all that stuff? She said, all I know is some people went to bed after I went to bed or whatever. But they get into what happened later that night. It literally went from the black and white screen of us seeing what's happening and listening to the voices to them the next day. I said, I want more, bitch. Is this it? I want more. Girl, leave it to Kenya. Kenya said, you want more? That's my last motherfucking name. Let me tell you exactly what fucking happened. I said, damn, okay, let me sit down and take a drink. So, Kenya was like, so she was up there talking to the little sitter or whatever, so she went upstairs to make sure Brooklyn was okay. Kenya wasn't down, even though she was liking Bolo, she wasn't down in all the festivities, okay? Because she had a kid upstairs. So she go upstairs taking care of her little baby, then she come back down and she seeing all the nasty shit that's going on down there, okay? Bitch, truth be told, Ashley probably wouldn't participate. Ashley probably wouldn't participate. Ashley would have. Anyway, let me stop playing. So I couldn't even get it out. Ashley probably, I would have watched, for a second. If it was girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, let me stop putting my tea out there. Ugh. Y'all gonna be like, you a hoe ass bitch. Don't do me. Okay, I'm just free. Anyway, moving on off of that. Cynthia was down there and we hear her talk about something, Cynthia get up in the confessional. She said, listen, bitch, okay, I could have went to bed, but I didn't want to leave until I found out if what was Bolo hanging in between his leg, if it was real or not, okay, because, then we hear Bolo say, see, that shit ain't for show. That shit that you be seeing on the stage just ain't for show. This shit real. I said, oh, snap. All right. So y'all up here showing pieces and shit like that. Show me yours. I show you mine. That type of shit. That's what it seemed like was going on. And then Kenya said, they doing all this stuff. Next thing you know, I come back down. I see Portia and Toya. Toya is straddling the fuck out of Portia. They like granting and kissing on each other. Portia can't remember whether or not she was kissing on one person or multiple people at this point. Okay. Then we hear Shamia talking about stuff. Portia talking about like, damn, I guess I'm a lesbian now. Okay. I said, no, you're not. But you just like to have fun at this point because that's what girls do. That's what a lot of girls do, especially under the influence of alcohol. But anyway, so they keep on doing all that stuff. Next thing you know, they like taking turns on Bolo. Now, as to what they was taking turns doing, at one point we do hear Bolo say, as long as my face is here, you always got a seat. You know what I'm saying? To sit. Okay? I said, oh. All right, that's cute. I said, what y'all doing? They did say everybody was negative. That's for COVID, okay? We don't know nothing else, okay? Everybody probably is clean, so I'm not going to put that out there in the universe like that. But then, they was trying to get Tanya to get a goddamn turn with Bolo. Drew got a turn with Bolo. I was like, okay, so he basically was just, if you ever went to or seen real, bitch, if you ever seen real sex, I ain't gonna lie, it was an episode of Real Sex that they had a strip club, I think a male strip club out there in Philadelphia, and they was doing all them tricks and stuff with the girls and everything, picking them up. And y'all seen the clips online and everything, what they be doing or whatever. And some of y'all probably didn't went. They be doing all these flips and stuff and, fake eating you out and all that shit. So that's probably what Bolo was doing to each of the girls or whatever. Tank was like, no, bitch, I'm not gonna do this, okay? You're not gonna get me in trouble. I got Paul. That's not what's gonna happen. And they was like, you're not gonna get in trouble. It was Portia and I believe Shamia that was the main girls that was like, girl, go on ahead, everybody get your stuff, do what you gotta do. Your turn. Okay. Meanwhile, Candy was like, listen, bitch. Now I seen the shit that went down. It was a lot of stuff that was going down up in there. Okay. And my thing is, I'ma just watch, okay? I'ma just watch and I'ma observe, okay? But you're not gonna get out of me exactly what happened, okay? No, that's not what happened. Because later on she said, what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. They up there talking about NDAs and shit like that. Marlo talking about, see, you should have had some NDAs and all that stuff, because King come down there basically saying it was WAP everywhere, okay? It was just pussy juice everywhere. That's what Marlo said too. Like, staying here, is this over here? I couldn't even sleep up in my goddamn room. I had to go up in the dressing room, which was the room that Kenya gave her, and sleep up in there. Mind you, Marlo woke up reading a meditation book. And then we get the conversation with Cynthia and Drew. They talking. At one point Cynthia was down there with Drew. Drew had left. Cynthia had left, but Drew had came back down there. Drew was like, yeah, we was doing all of this stuff, and then he was flipping me up and he was flipping me down and whatever. I'm gonna tell my husband, because I mean, maybe he'll be cool about it, because listen, I learned some things or whatever, and I can do it on him, because I didn't know how to twerk before, but now I know how to do some shit. Maybe Ralph will be happy. I don't know about that, Drew, but take the risk if you want to. But she was telling Cynthia, she was like, Cynthia, you gonna tell Mike? She said, hell yeah, I'm gonna tell Mike. I'm gonna tell him to his face though. I said, I mean, I guess, because he gonna see it on camera anyway. He probably gonna get pissed off if you don't tell him. But it's a bachelor party, a bachelorette party, so it's for fun. So these things are to be expected. I mean, for some people, you know what I'm saying? So they getting ready to go on the boat or whatever, I guess, to go look at crabs or some shit like that. And you got Latoya, Kenya, and Shamia. They staying at the house because they gotta rejuvenate. I said, okay, y'all was wild as shit, huh? I guess. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. I apologize, because this is probably gonna be a little bit later, and I said it wasn't. So the episode was going fine till we get halfway through, and then it wanted to mess up because of the goddamn snow, bitch. So I had to wait till it was over with and watch it on demand. So I apologize. Anyway, y'all still getting it tonight, just a slight bit later. But anyway, so we continue with the episode. So the girls, once again, they about to go. We got Marlo, Candy, Portia, and Shamia. They're going on a fishing boat. Now they done told Marlo we're going on a fishing boat. Portia at one point thought that they was going on a regular boat. She had her bikini on or whatever, so she had to go up there and change. Why Marlo didn't go change her shoes, I don't know. But when they get out there to the boat or whatever, they see that it's this little boat. Marlo had her little flip-flops in the her furry flip-flops in the bag, so she had to take them off. So while they was on their way to the boat, we see them talking about what went on that night, okay? Portia like, listen, I can't tell you where anybody else was at because I was all over the place and I was with everybody at this point. And let me just, okay, we'll get there. But, because she was drunk, she was having a good time. And that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? It should be a judge-free zone. Y'all had a good time. And let's reiterate, Portia is not connected to nobody. Fuck Dennis. Dennis cheated all on her and they are not in a relationship. So if she would have fucked Tanya, if she would have fucked Latoya, if she would have fucked Bolo, she could do that. She is a free goddamn woman. She ain't cheating on nobody, and that does not make her a goddamn hoe, okay? Stop that. A hoe is a bitch that'll fuck any and everybody that comes in her present and keeps on doing it. It's constantly with a different bitch every other goddamn day, all the goddamn time. That bitch been with one person, and that's been Dennis, okay? So quit calling that girl a hoe. And I'm talking to you, Kenya, because that's who you trying to incite or imply is the hoe when you said that comment about having hoe friends, so people associate you with hoes and stuff like that when you were talking about Shamia. But we'll get there. But anyway, so they talking about that, trying to figure out when people went to sleep, what was going on, who went to sleep first, and all this stuff. Whoa. That was cute. We get over here to with Cynthia and Kenya. They go outside, rose for the Jose's, okay? And they talking about the same thing. So Kenya, aka Miss Chocolate, and they was on the bus. They were surprised that Kenya was so much in character. And of course, Marlo had to say she thought that Kenya would be boring doing sex and shit like that. I was like, I never thought that she would be boring. I just didn't think that she'd have all the moves. And Kenya said, bitch, I can show you some things. And I said, okay, girl, I see. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? I like that loosened up Kenya. I really did. Like, Kenya was fun to me this episode so far, and she talking to Cynthia. Cynthia was like, listen, it was a bunch of girl on girl action that was going on downstairs, and I must have sat there for a good 20 minutes and I was watching it, and she got a little wet, you know what I'm saying? She said I was enjoying it. Maybe I'm a voyeur now, okay, because I sat there and I watched the shit, maybe enjoyed it a little bit too much than I should. I said, no, it's okay, it's natural, girl, it's natural. Let your juices flow. You should have joined. No, let me stop. I don't want to do that. You in a relationship, don't do that. That's cheating. But anyway, because she had to let her know, Portia, like Toya, of course, Kenya had already saw Toya, and Portia, slobbing spits and stuff, exchanging fluids and shit like that. And then because Cynthia had told Drew at one point too when they was in the room that she was like, it was Toya on top of Portia, and then it was like Shamia, and then it was like Tanya, and then it was like Shamia waiting in line for her turn. It was just a lot. And they was like, it was titties that was out. It was this that was going on. Bolo leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning. We trying to figure out what time everybody was gone. Toya comes down there, and they interrogating her, at least Kenya interrogating her, trying to see, what time was she up, and, who fucked with Bolo and all that stuff. And she was like, girl, it wasn't me, because listen, bitch, I was on Instagram and then I went my ass to sleep, okay? She was like, you exonerated. Okay, fine. Then here come Tanya and Shamia. Was it Shamia? Shamia wasn't with the other girl. Shamia was with... Drew was with the other girl. That's what it was. Shamia was with King and them. She stayed back at the house. Drew was there, and King was surprised that Drew was up in there doing what she was doing. I said, yeah, Ralph and her, I don't know how Ralph gonna take this, okay? But anyway, so after all of that, they trying to figure out, of course, Tanya can't say what she did, what time she went to sleep at, what this point or whatever, because she was quote unquote drunk, okay? Tanya wasn't trying to give up the goods, all right? Girl, King was trying to squeeze everything up out of them, but she couldn't because everybody wasn't talking. King said, at the end of the day, I'm going to get down to the bottom of this. I said, well, girl, go ahead. You ain't got shit else to do. I said, where's baby Brooklyn? So the girls on the boat, you got Candy and Marlo talking about how Kenya and Marlo were actually getting along. Like, truth be told, everybody was having a good time at the bachelor party. And I'm surprised that Kenya really wasn't being so uptight either. So, everybody was being, getting along. And Marlo just keep on putting it out there like the girl really just don't like me. And Candy like, let's stop looking at the past and look at the recent past. But, while they was in the midst of doing what they was doing, talking, Marlo winds up catching a shark. Moving on from that, a baby shark or whatever. Moving on from that, back at the house, the girls come back. They need some food. Kenya still got them out there, in Bolo Court. Imagine when Kenya came down there in that kitchen that morning, she said, I hope it don't smell like Badussi down here. No, because we find out that Latoya can't cook. I said, girl, you from the islands? You Trini and you can't cook? Oh, okay. She said her mama do it for her. I said, all right, girl, okay. That hit me a different way. I said, what? I thought, that just goes to show not everybody can cook that you think can cook. Just because of where they from don't mean shit. But anyway, Kenya talking to Candy and them, she basically trying to get down to the bottom of who was fucking, because she said she came downstairs around 6 o'clock to get some milk for baby Brooklyn, I guess. And she heard some moaning and groaning, some oohs and ahs, okay? And she want to know who was down there fucking. Candy said, listen, bitch, if I knew, I'm not telling, okay? That's all that it is. They was trying to get it out of Shamia. Girl, Kenya said, now listen, it sounded like it was a dude up in there, somebody gonna say something. They could have been watching Pornhub or whatever. No. She said, I heard them say, fuck me harder, this pussy harder, all this stuff, and boo, boo, boo. And she was like, now listen, I know Portia's voice, okay? I know her voice, but it sounded like somebody else's voice that I did not know. So it was at least 3 of them up in there. I said, if it was, just like Candy said, why you trying to get down to the bottom of this? Like, let them have their time and do what they want to do. Like, we just having fun. We not finna shame these people because of what they did. It is what it is. Unless they was in a relationship, then that's cheating. Okay? But other than that, like, let it go. They trying to figure out, why are you still talking about this? Let it go. They have fun. So what? And then when Candy said, because Kenya said, they was doing it for like 40, you was watching porn or whatever for 45 minutes. Candy said, so you was down there listening for 45 minutes and you left your baby up there for 45 minutes wanting some milk? That shit made me laugh. But anyway, I said, Kenya, let it go at this point. Quit judging. Don't judge them girls. So while the girls are waiting for dinner, Cynthia goes over there to talk to Marlo, and her whole thing is she wants Marlo and Kenya to get to a place where they can have Like, they don't have to be the best of friends, but at least just have some type of respect for each other and to stop the drama between them. So they go over there to Kenya's place, well, her room, and Kenya actually does let them in. And Cynthia tell them what they need to do and what she was hoping that they could do, talk it out. And Kenya went down the list. She was like, it's the petty stuff. It's not necessarily shade, but you talking about, I couldn't be pregnant, and then when you saw me pregnant, the way that you acted, because they used to be friends, and then that comment that she made about her mom, and that was below the belt. And Marlo apologized and seen her wrongs, whatever. Kenya apologized for putting her in the little room, and they got over it for the most part, because they both tired of the bullshit. They both tired of the bullshit. When they were good, they were good, but when they're not, they're not. And they was able to hug it out. So that's what wound up happening on that. So at the end of the episode, Kenya and Marlo, they up there dishing a date, okay? And Marlo has a similar story to Kenya, that she heard some noises when she went down to the kitchen earlier that morning too. And we saw that Marlo went down the kitchen like around 5 something. Kenya came down around 6 something, so they was, doing what they was doing. And here's my thing. Do I think Kenya is necessarily trying to be as messy as the girls are pointing out, or she just really want to figure out what's going on and she's having fun with it? I'm leaning more so towards that side. I don't think she was trying to be so serious, and I think that the girls are taking it serious because some of them are guilty. That's how I feel like it, because we can tell, like, I could tell when that girl being serious or not. You can tell when a person being serious. I think she's just trying to have fun with it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a little naive. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Kenya didn't really bother me because, truth be told, I would want to know who got fucked the night before too. It ain't like I'm finna go tell or trick it off or whatever, but bitch, I want to know the juice too, okay? But hey, if you got fucked, you got fucked. And, so they in the room talking about that. Marlo, she asked, could she see baby Brooklyn? She was like, no, bitch, baby steps, okay? But at this point, in the other room, you got Shamia and Portia and Tanya up in there telling Portia what happened when they first came up in the bolo court or whatever. We all saw that. And then they told her about what happened in the kitchen when they was down there, and how Kenya was basically trying to imply somebody was getting fucked, or basically Portia and Tanya was getting fucked or whatever in a threesome. And Portia, let me tell you something. Bitch, let me tell you something. If you're not guilty, why are you getting so upset? Why are you getting so upset, baby? You are way too defensive, okay? She flipped this whole thing to make it seem like Kenya is trying to gun for her. Kenya, got beef with her, and so now, she's trying to make it seem like she out here doing what she wasn't doing. Girl, if you got fucked, you got fucked. Like you said, you are not with anybody. Now, the only person that should be concerned is Tanya, because she does have a whole ass fiance. And if you slipped up, bitch, you slipped up. The alcohol got to you, and peer pressure got to your ass, and your inhibitions got to your ass, and you did what you did, okay? Be a grown woman and just admit that shit. And the way that you responding to all the stuff, you like Kenya never said a name, okay? She never said a name. Y'all acting real guilty like, and then the aftermath of what we seen in the blogs, and had Tanya acting like she's done with the show or whatever. Girl, you acting real guilty like, okay? And Portia, let me just tell you this. I will say the good thing about this episode was the way that they set up the confessionals, most of the confessionals in the style of the Basic Instinct movie. That was really, really cute. Portia wouldn't even come. She plead the fifth. Bitch, you fucked him. Okay, that's all that it is. It's cool, whatever. I don't care. Okay, it was fun. So now they trying to turn it on Kenya, trying to make it seem like she doing the most. And then when they get down there, they talking to LaToya and saying, oh, now LaToya looking at her like, oh, so she not trying to make stuff fun. She doing the most and all this stuff. I said, damn, Toya, you finna turn your back on Kenya that quick? Don't do that, okay? Because I don't think it was that deep that they trying to make it seem like. You know what I'm saying? But when they get ready to have dinner, they bring the food down, and Portia don't want to eat or whatever because she feel like it might be poison. I said, girl, grow up. And they see that Kenya and Marlo coming down together, and they made up, and Portia's like, oh, look, now she got a new ally. I said, what is the problem? Girl, All because you allegedly fucked that man. Girl, if you fucked him, you fucked him. Let it go. It's not that deep. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for hanging in there with me. This was a longer episode, so you got a longer review. And if you want to see something funny, go to It's Rocks. ITSROX. If you are not following her on YouTube, please follow her, because when she put her Real Housewives of Atlanta review up, which probably will be on Monday, be prepared for her to act the stuff out, like the impersonations and everything. That is the review that I am waiting for, because I know she is going to give it to us and it is going to be hilarious. But anyway, I will see you guys later. You guys have a good week. Peace.